Hello everyone and welcome back. So I want to show you this great 2v2 me and Admiral Price did. I'm going to be focusing more on my side of the battle because this was actually one of the better battles I've played in a long time. So if you want to see a live commentary from more Admiral's perspective, check out his channel. I have the link in the description. But I'm going to be focusing more on my side this time. It's a medium-sized battle. A lot of these now that people are starting to prestige. I probably won't ever prestige, but whatever. So we're on a medium-sized battle. I decided to be really risky in this battle, and I brought no spears. Admiral Price did not approve of my decision, but it ended up working out really well for me. So I've just got a nice little rush army going on here. I have 4 Katana Samurai and a Katana Hero, 4 Light Cavalry, and then a Bow Samurai, and that's it. Nothing defensive about this setup. We're going to get the enemy. But what was good about this, though, is I had a feint kind of going on here. Look where my general is, way here at the top of the hill. What I was going to do is keep him up here, which I guess we'll start, and you can start to see it working out. So I was going to keep my general up here and make the enemy think that I was going to camp. And while he thought I was going to camp, I was going to move everybody down to the edge of the forest and try and catch him on a big, massive ambush, and then move my general and cavalry down to kind of clean up. And it didn't quite play out like that, but it still ended up working out. My light cavalry here in the beginning is going to go and capture the farmhouse. Admiral Price was going to go try and get the sword dojo, but both players sent all of their cavalry over to the sword dojo to prevent that, so he was not able to capture it. So let's look at the 2 enemy setups. Now I think we have a corrupt replay here because his banner was not blacked out in the battle, so I'll have to be careful to watch those corrupted replays. But a lot of Naginata monks. This guy had 3 of them. This guy only had, did he have any? Maybe he did, but this guy had 3 Naginata monks. You'll still be seeing those. They definitely are nerfed now, but they're still pretty good. I mean, they always were a good unit. I don't know why they kind of disappeared after they were overpowered, because they were always good. So this guy has them, and they're going to be trying to capture the sword dojo here. So now my army is all moving through the forest here. My general is staying up at the top of the hill to feign like I'm camping. So that's going to make my player over here, I'll call him White, and this guy over here will be Black. So White over here is thinking that I'm camping. He's going to start moving up once he sees my light cavalry here all alone trying to capture the farmhouse. And he thinks, hey, if that guy's going to camp over there, why don't I get the farmhouse for myself? So he's going to be moving over there shortly. I have it on double speed right now. Meanwhile, Black is kind of moving up here. They're both going to be kind of setting up in a defensive position. But this is where my feint really paid off, because watch this. He's going to send like half of his force over to the farmhouse to try and stop me from capping it. Unfortunately for him, I had just captured it and remounted my guys on the first volley. Now his bows were kind of up here in the front, so I decided to try and get them with my light cavalry. We'll pull out just in time to juke that volley. End up killing only one of my cavalrymen. But the next volley, some of it's going to go over this little hill, but it's just going to tear us apart. So that light cavalry is quickly routed and off the field. Probably wouldn't have made it around the Yariashigar, but I was lagging really, really bad in this battle too, so that really hurt my light cavalry micro. So now that he's kind of dedicated his force here, that's when I decided to pour out of the forest. Admiral Price and I are going to have a pincer attack. I'm going to come up here through the forest because he has a couple really powerful bow monks, rank 9s. I think both of them are. So not wanting those to get some shots into my troops, they're going to tear my Katana Samurai apart if I let them do it. So I'm attacking through the forest to try and minimize that. Meanwhile, my Bow Samurai is going to be coming up here into the little gully and be shooting from the side into the battle. See, where he's going to put his monks, he's going to shoot through the whole forest to get to my Katana Samurai, but my Bow Samurai will be able to shoot right into the edge of the forest and get some good shots off. That'll be huge in this battle, as you'll see. Now, Admiral Price is kind of forming up. He's also moving over here to the sword dojo, but he's not going to try and take it because he's going to need his cavalry up here in the battle. So both sides are set up, Black and White are ready to go. He's kind of senses what I'm doing here and is going to move through the forest as well, which was the exact spot I wanted to fight him in. Again, defensive positions, they seem strong, but not always, because watch what I'm going to do here. We're all coming up here through the forest. I'm going to send my Katana Hero up first to take the brunt of this and get him into the thick of the action. And then my Katana Samurai are going to kind of sweep around and try and surround him in this nice little narrow valley here. But I have some cavalry over here threatening on my side. I don't have any spears, but the forest should do a good job of protecting me. My cavalry, meanwhile, has moved to the rear of Admiral Price's front line, just kind of waiting it out, see where they need to go. Now, I get off a whistling arrow here, which is going to hit his front 2 Katana Samurai and start the chain route that I'm looking for. My Katana Hero 2 did get hit by the whistling arrow, which might have contributed to why he got hurt so fast, but he's going to end up being okay. but his cavalry is also pulled back. Now, if he had dedicated his cavalry here, it could have been very bad for me. But he saw Admiral Price moving in here and decided to go over there. So all of the cavalry is going to be dedicated to Admiral Price's side, who Admiral Price has a lot of spears. Let me go again. Actually, no, he actually doesn't. I forgot. He has 1 Yari Ashigaru, 2 Yari Ashigaru. He has 3 Yari Ashigaru, so he has a decent little spear wall there. Remember, I don't have any. So maybe it would have better to send 1 cavalry unit. You don't really need 1 with this thin little avenue of attack there to take out my Katana line. But watch here. My Katana hero has absorbed the brunt of the battle, and the Katana Samurai is going to come around the rear and attack him from behind. Notice this Katana Samurai is already wavering from the whistling arrows, and there goes a fire arrow volley. And we're just going to start cutting them down in melee and with ranged weapons. Some more Katanas come over to support. There's going to be just kind of chain routing going here. We have wavering down there. His general is very far away, all the way over here. Not even a leadership general's radius will reach that far. And there we go. That one's broken too, and now almost all of his Katanas are broken. Meanwhile, Admiral Price is going to be engaging the front line. I don't know what I was doing with my cavalry here. I moved them forward, and they were way too close to the front line. But I'm going to pull them out before any real damage is done to them. We only lost like 1 man. So here we go. My cavalry is going to be running around the side, all the way around here, to hit this guy from the rear. So will my general as well. Now, I start getting some wavering in my infantry line, too, so that was when I needed to move my general up. He'll be going up right now to try and rally the troops and keep him in the fight to break this last Katana Samurai. He's down to 66 men. This was a smaller unit-sized battle, so the maximum is 80, so he's down to 3/4 strength. But Price's front line is just tearing up the smaller, more monk-oriented line of black here. But he still has the Nagidata monk cavalry to worry about. Notice he has the match-like Ashigaru, but they're not shooting, of course, because doing that now is just asking for your army to get completely destroyed. But this last Katana Samurai is broken, and now my entire infantry line will be able to just run straight through these trees and just smash into the right side of black and white. Also, with the cavalry coming around, there's going to be a massive shock on our enemy's lines. His left flank is pretty much screwed here, too. He's dedicated cavalry into melee straight up to try and stem the tide, but it's not going to do enough because he has these Katana Samurai up here tearing him up. He's going to get some charges into the rear, but sadly for him, they're in wedge formation and not going to do a whole lot. Not even going to rout this match like Ashigaru right away. So what are these guys? Yari Ashigaru are going to be able to kind of hold them there. They managed to filter through the front lines, but ended up not being too big of a problem. There's going to be a lot of wavering there, but the cavalry is getting hurt from moving through the lines and not going to be a big deal. So his general comes down and tries to stop my cavalry advance, and actually it works pretty well. There's going to be kind of a general duel going on here. This replay did get corrupted because there was a light cavalry down here, and this light cavalry did not rout. I don't know why they're running off routing like that with 2 men. But I sent 1 light cavalry here into these bows, and then I sent 1 over here into these bows and routed them. Meanwhile, these Katanas were just kind of tearing up this whole side of this flank, trying to finish them off. So there was a little general duel here. My general ended up winning, but not by much. He had 4 men left in the unit, and that was over. And then we just kind of cleaned up the rest of Black and White's forces. All their cavalry has been dedicated. So is all of ours. It's going to be a slugfest now, but the advantage is definitely in our favor. So we ended up pulling this one out. Who knows how it'll look with all the corruption, but yeah, my Katanas are just there, kind of tearing it up. I wasn't microing them too well, could have done a lot better, but I was worried more about my general and my cavalry usage, which got all corrupted. Here comes some more cavalry action going into this general here is down to 10 men. I'm just going to watch the rest of this battle get cleaned up. Sorry, my settings aren't so good. I have to do all this on a laptop. I brought the retainer from my general that gives him +2 hit points, and that ended up saving him pretty well. My general did not rout, by the way, in the actual battle. He survived to the end. It's actually the enemy general that routed, but with the corruption, it's just crazy. But we actually showed the right result this time. We did win, and in such a fashion. These were all pretty close to how it actually ended up. So ended up being a really good battle. We were able to pinch from 2 sides, just smash the enemy. So thanks for watching, everybody.